Hi, it's Jason with JHE's Log Furniture Place. Come visit us online at logfurnitureplace.com. This video will show how to assemble a Cedar Lake log bed. Upon receiving the bed, you will have an assembled headboard, an assembled footboard, side rails, the log support rails, some feet, and the hardware, which will be bolts, screws, and plugs. For the first step in assembly, you'll want to lay the log side rails out. You'll then grab the log support rails and you'll match the letters on the tenons to the letters in the mortises. Here you can see tenon E will be going in mortise E. The tenons should fit into the mortises pretty easily. If they don't, you can twist the rail or tap it with a rubber mallet. On the queen and king size beds, the log support rails will have holes in the center. These mortises or holes will be used later on when we assemble the center supports or the log feet into them. For now, just insert the log support rails so that the center support holes will be facing the floor. Once all the log support rails are in, grab the side rail for the opposite side of the bed and you'll attach that log side rail onto the tenons of the support rails. The rubber mallet will come in handy when tapping the side rail onto the log support rails. Okay, you now have the frame of the bed all together. It's time to run over and get the center supports, the log feet. It's now time to insert those into the holes that you had aimed down towards the floor. For now, you can just put these in the holes. You don't have to tap them all the way in. We're going to adjust them later when we set the bed up. Each of the log center supports will have a protective knob on the bottom so that it will not damage your floor. Okay, go ahead and get your headboard. Take that out of the box and we will lay that down on the floor. If you have two people helping, you could probably leave it set upright, but for one person, laying it down is a lot easier. You'll want to then attach the frame that you have just assembled previously. You're going to put the tenons of the log side rails into the mortises of the legs of the headboard. Remember to match the letters or numbers up when connecting the tenons and mortises. When working by yourself, set one end of the log frame into a hole on the log leg, and then move to the other end and make your small adjustments to get the log side rail into that leg. Work from side to side, alternating, tapping the tenons into the legs. By working from side to side, slowly tapping the side rails in, you will not bind the tenons in the mortises. Okay, so with the frame in the headboard, go ahead and lay the bed flat and position the headboard, well, the bed at this point, in the room where you would want it. Make sure that the center supports are resting on the floor. It is now time to grab the footboard and attach it to the side rails. Once you have matched the letters or numbers up, work from side to side again, tapping the footboard onto the side rails. Again, working slowly from side to side will reduce the chances of the logs binding in the mortises. Using your rubber mallet, tap the footboard onto the side rail as far as it'll go. You want the tenons in the mortises as far as possible. Okay, now it's time to come back to the center supports. What you're going to do is tap them in or pull them out so that they are flush with your floor. They are adjustable at this point. Once adjusted, we will then insert screws, and you'll insert the screw into the log support rail and in through the tenon of the center support. To lock the support rails into the side rails, we will basically do the same thing. You'll take a screw and insert it through the log side rail and into the tenon of the log support rail. Now take your leg bolt, insert it into the holes on the footboard and headboard, and using your ratchet, screw the leg bolts into the tenon. Once all the leg bolts are in and tight, just insert your wood plugs. And that is all there is to it. Pretty easy, simple assembly. If you do run into any problems or have any questions, please feel free to give us a call. Thank you so much, and have a great day.